So hi guys, this is part 2, and whoever chose pile 4, welcome to your reading. So we were seeking to find out how a person that you worked with, volunteered with, was your senior, your boss, your supervisor, your TA, your colleague, whichever it's work environment focused feels about you. Okay, so it could be a woman as it could be a man, it could be any type of situation. We just want to kind of like know how they feel. Okay, so let me give you some information about this person perhaps, and we're just gonna go with one. Okay, so you have September. I might be born in September. Okay, you have April. I might be born in April. You have brown eyes. Person might have brown eyes, gray eyes, blue eyes twice. Okay, so there's twice blue eyes, so there's a lot of blue eyes, brown eyes, or gray eyes. Okay, September and April are important dates or important months connected to your person. Letters I could give you regarding their name. Okay, you have DUB. Okay, so you have Dublin, Ireland, Dublin. You have Barcelona, Spain, but this is BCN. Okay, so take the names that the letters that resonate, and then you have ROM. Roman is here, or Romina, Rohan perhaps. You have RSWFL. So you have Fort Myers, Florida, but they could have a name that ends with Myers. B is very prominent here. R, Romeo could also be their name, because you have RR, you have BB. C is Christine, or Christina, or Chris, Christopher, that kind of name. I also channeled John, but then again, it doesn't need to be John. J is not here, but take it if it resonates. Okay, so you have those letters. The vibe they go in, okay, the mood or the vibe. So you have abundance. So I connect you with abundance. So there's a lot of money or abundance connected to you, or I feel that way. So I can make a lot of money, or I can feel very how can I say this? Like, I feel like you're very abundant, or I'm going to very abundant, or like money kind of vibe. So I'm kind of like more money focused perhaps. But when I tune into it's more like I feel like you have a lot of money, or you're like a good employee, or a good person who knows how to make money kind of vibe. Okay, or who knows how to work hard, or who has a lot of abundance. Or the mood I go in is that I feel like there's a lot of abundance in the situation. The type of connection you and I feel, it's intuition. So we don't really have a connection unless it's communication. So intuition, communication, and parenting. So I don't really know how parenting will be focused here, unless you're married with this one, or you guys are babysitting people perhaps. There's babysitting, or there's like management here perhaps, because I don't know, like I'm channeling babysitting a bit, but it's like sometimes, you know, like I don't want to use this, but if I'm in management, let's say, because I kind of like remember a very beautiful manager I kind of work with. She kind of says, I'm tired of babysitting. Okay, so it's more like she's a manager, but she's babysitting, because people just do what they want to do. Big companies, let's say, sometimes you need to kind of you know, babysit a bit, like tell people what to do, because they're not work focused, or it's like it's an employee, so it has a fixed price, like it has a fixed salary, so it's like we do what we want to do, or we kind of like slack off at work sometimes. So it's more that vibe. Okay, so it's either management and they're kind of like parenting, or it's like because I don't like this. It's either you and I are mothers or we are fathers, or we manage people, or we're kind of like looking over people. It doesn't need to be management either. It doesn't need to be babysitting either. But for some of you, if you work in a kindergarten or school environment, could be that way also. So you both are teachers, or you're like caregivers, or you're like janitors or something of the sort. You kind of work in the environment. The person feels like you and them have a good intuitive communication, so it's more like you guys could understand each other. And parenting, it's more like I'm parenting you, perhaps, or I'm kind of like guiding you, or I'm kind of supervising you, I'm coaching you. Could be it's a coach. It's your coach that kind of makes sure to look good at look after you in a proper manner. It could also be your therapist. This one could be work related, as it could be health related. I don't know that much, but who they are deep down with the whale and the tarantula spirit upwards. So the tarantula is very similar to the spider, but it's not the same energy. Tarantulas are more bigger, so they take more space. They are more let's say approachable, perhaps, but then again, the tarantula spirit is more like on a physical level. They still want you to keep away from them, but underneath with the whale, they are very like whales as spirit animal. If you kind of just do some observation on YouTube, there's a lot of video everywhere around the world where they kind of like you can have a closer connection. I mean, so you're watching, but then again, if you kind of embody, or you're very receptive to the energy of the whale, it's very immense, it's very familiar, homecoming vibe a bit. So overall, underneath, perhaps they are very homely person, very immense spirituality, or they're very immense as a person underneath. So it's a very mature, very wise, slow moving. Obviously they're a bit slow moving or slower. Okay, they take their time, as if like time doesn't exist, kind of personality underneath. Okay, so the type of person this is, it's a very slow, and I take my time, and it's like it's an eternity in itself. Okay, perhaps it's more eternal internal person, eternal internal person. But on a physical level with the tarantula, it could be that I don't allow people to, but people stay away from me a bit, let's say. It's like if I was a tarantula and you saw a tarantula in front, unless you are passionate about tarantulas, you will not really approach a tarantula. People have a sixth sense to just all disappear from the, like it's a huge ass spider, you know. You don't like them that much, or they're not that welcoming, let's say. People don't welcome them that much, okay? So it's that kind of vibe a bit, okay? So there's some kind of vibe that kind of keeps people away from me a bit, okay? So that's the type of person they are, or the vibe around your person is that vibe, okay? So how does this person feel about you? You have the Emperor card with the Knight of Pentacles. So you have the Emperor with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The challenge here is the Four of Cups energy. With what? I need another one with the with the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I had the answer, basically. I wanted to know, is this... Okay, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this person does... The reason why it's this way is the Four. Yeah, they do like you quite a lot, this one. There's a lot of signifiers here, okay? It's definitely parenting, and you also have the Emperor card in the main. So either it's romantic, either it's really not. I have a fatherly way of being with you, so I really channel someone. This one, it's someone I really like. It's a person that is very, it's an amazing person. Okay, with the whale it's definitely that, and with the tarantula it's more like people want to stay away from this person because they find him or her a bit like, it's not really that though. So you have a person that really cares about you. This one is more like they really like you, and for some part it's more fatherly love or motherly love than you know, yeah, this one overall it's more you have someone that really cares about you. Okay, so the relationship you guys have, okay, is more parenting, and you guys communicate properly together, or you understand each other's languages. Okay, it's like sometimes there's a way people talk and many people could kind of take what the other person, it's like you don't get hurt when you guys talk to each other. It might sound very insulting, like if we have a person, okay, you and the person are talking together, okay, you have a specific language. The person might seem like whatever he's saying to you and whatever you're saying back to this person, there was a third person who's listening to you guys. They're gonna think that perhaps this person is kind of like flirting with you, this person is like kind of like complimenting you, they're kind of sexually harassing you and all that kind of stuff. But then again, the relationship you guys have to each other is not really sexual harassment. It's more like the one is complimenting generally, the other one is taking the compliment properly, and there's no real element of sexual harassment here. There's no real element of insulting each other. You say something bold, the person might kind of like take it a specific way, but if there's a third person, they're gonna feel like one of you is kind of sexually harassing the other one. The other person is like being too bold, and you know, but you guys understand each other. So your conversation might seem a bit I'm not gonna say weird, it's not really weird, but then again, other people are gonna think that there's something going on in between you guys, or there's an element of you're being the victim, the other one is being the abuser, or the other person is trying to kind of like get their way with you, but you're not really allowing them that. But it's not really the type of relationship you guys have. It's more like you guys have a friendship kind of thing, or one person is more doing the guiding and the other person, it's like a teacher-student kind of relationship with the parenting overall. Okay, and with the Emperor card and the Knight of Pentacles, it's more like the person is very established as a person. They take their own responsibility seriously, and how they feel, why they feel this way is because you are friendly with them. You act like it's your father, or it's a person you look forward to. You know, like you have a teacher who you respect, and it's like you have a very good bond with them. That kind of relationship, this one, okay? So the challenge here is more like perhaps they might fancy you a bit, but then again, they know that it's not that kind of vibration you seek. So the person that might have romantic feelings towards you, let's say, worst case scenario, but then again, it's really not what they wish, or it's a person that already has a girlfriend. But the challenge here is perhaps like, for going feeling wise, it's like they're gonna reject you because they're very happy and they're already established with another person. Okay, so this one, it's more realistic. The person is already taken, and I'm going with the energy I know, but overall it's that type of vibration. This person feels very abundant with you. They feel very accepted with you overall. They feel like you and them have a very good bond, which is not necessarily important how people see it. Okay, so with the Justice card in the initial energy, it's more like with you, they feel like they can be honest and they can be who they are, okay? And you don't really like, you see what they're trying to convey through the conversation, okay? With the Sun card, overall, they feel very comfortable and very happy when they're with you, which is an amazing thing. And in the near future, with the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, it's more like I mean, for some of you, they're gonna introduce you to a very nice guy, or they're gonna introduce, if you're single, that is, they're gonna introduce you to a very nice guy, or they're gonna see you with a very nice guy or girl. So they're gonna see you with your girlfriend or your boyfriend sooner or later, okay? And it's gonna be quick news that you got married, perhaps. So this is overall just a person that's like a guide for you, or it's a person that's genuinely like you. I can go more romantic, but the romantic energy, I mean, it could be here, but I don't sense it that much because I'm linking it with someone also. It's an energy I connected with personally. So you have the Death card, which is more like it's about transformation. So you will transform and you know it. So I'm gonna just go with my my intuition. This one, it's a person that really cares about you. So you're very lucky to have a person like this who understands you, and they're really a stepping stone for some part. It's a very knowledgeable person with many connections. Very responsible person, and how they feel about you is that they are responsible for you in some way. So it's like if you need their help, they're always there to help you out overall. And if you want someone to support you in any way possible, they're really available to help you out as well. This is a very nice person, okay? It's very nice person. And for some of you, if it's for romance, okay, and you know that the look is different, okay, it's not more senior to you, it's not really I'll just say this for the 5%, but I really don't feel that vibe, okay? I'm gonna be honest with you. It's more like it's already established, okay? How they feel about you is that it's established. It's either this is your husband, you want to just know how your husband or your wife feels about you, okay? This one, we're gonna go there because this is parenting relationship. You and I parent children. So how I feel about you is that I'm serious about you and I'm established with you. Why so? Because you and I are married and I kind of chose you for myself. My challenge here is to kind of still ignite emotions inside of you so that the relationship between you and me goes back to fired up, or it's like the love between us comes back alive. But then again, we are that type of person, okay? We are that type of couple. In the initial energy, it's more like, I know you and I are married, okay? It's just this kind of, it's like, this is the contract you and I have, okay? We signed the contract together. And that's our truth, and we're keeping the relationship balanced overall. With the Sun card, it's overall, I'm very happy to be there. I'm an eager, happy camper with you, that kind, okay? So, and in the near future, with the Eight of Wands, perhaps our daughter is gonna get married, or someone's gonna get married, and we're gonna kind of like finance that, perhaps you and I, and we're gonna be happy that our children or our you know, someone close to us got married. This one, it could be very simple like that, okay? It's a senior either to you who is married or who is established with another woman, and they genuinely like you. But then again, the challenge here is that if you want something romantic with them, they're gonna like want to reject you because they're already like with somebody else, okay? But they feel a very good connection with you. They feel like you and them understand each other, and you have that type of relationship. So it's a very positive energy they have. And for some of you, there's nothing really romantic here. Even though I have very intense romantic energies, it's not really that vibe, okay? It's more, you know it also. You know the bond you have with this one. It's either it's a woman. If you're a guy here, it's a woman for a woman. This woman or this man has a more like, it's like you might be both quirky and the quirkiness is compatible here together. or you are mature as a person, this person is mature also, so that you guys work together very well. And they always appreciate you. And whenever they appreciate you, you take the compliment, which is one of the things that is good. Because they compliment you, but you compliment them back. That kind of energy. This person that's very dear to me, I work with that person, so it's that kind of energy of it. Okay, so when I'm kind of like saying this about the person, it's more for those who chose this pile. You have someone like this. Okay, if you want to go more romantic, you can go romantic, but remember that you need the eye contact. That's more romance. This one, the energy I channeled, it's not really romantic. Even though it's romantic energies cards I had, it's not really the romance that's important here. It's the immensity of the person and the responsibility element. Okay, it's a very responsible person. It's a very responsible, compassionate person. It can help other strangers very well, and they go above and beyond when it comes to helping other people, be it connected to work, be it outside of work also. It's a very nice person. It's a very rich, wealthy person internally. It could be outside too, but they have a lot of experience. Okay, so whoever the senior of yours or this teacher of yours or this partner of yours who you're married to, okay? So for some, you're married with them and you're parenting children, okay? For some of you, it could be management, but then again, it's not... I mean, if it is, then just know that you have a manager or you have a person that trusts you like that. You and this person can be quirky with each other. Okay? So it's that vibe. Okay? So that's it. Now, thank you, pile 4. Hope it resonated. Now, pile 5, whoever chose the Rider deck, welcome to your reading. I hope you're all safe and healthy in this time. So let us see who this person... Well, I mean, it's not who this person is. It's, you have a person in mind. You came to see that about how this person feels about you. This person works with you, okay? It's more career environment, it's more education environment, it's more perhaps humanitarian volunteer environment where you have a position connected to this person who also has a position, okay? It could be leaders environment, it could be, I don't know, community environment, it could be work environment. So someone who works under your wings or someone who works above your wings or at the same level as your wing, okay? So when I'm saying wing, it's either there's a hierarchy up, down, or at the same level, okay? Whichever department we're talking about, okay? You can work in the same company but different departments. One is Department of Marketing, the other is Department of HR, Human Relations, the other one is more Department of Administration work, the other is Department of, I don't know, call centers, the other one is the airport department or the school department or the prosecutor department. Any environment will do, okay? Technology, TI, IT, IBM, you know, help desk and all that kind of stuff, okay? So, as it could be a small company too, okay? Or it's a teacher, student environment, it's still a place where you're working, okay? You have a senior or it's like you're a... Whichever way it is. You're the teacher, they're the student, you know, okay? It could go that way too. The other way around. So how do they feel about you? I'm like channeling a song. But I don't know, it's a vibe of a song. It's like, yo, okay, yeah, it's the Titanic song of it. It's like Celine Dion, it's like, and like, here, there's nothing. It's like that kind of vibe. It goes up, okay? It's a bit that vibe, okay? So you have the buffalo. What type of person I am? For some of you, I was gonna say I'm indigenous or I have indigenous ancestry of it, okay? So I could be from BC, America, South America, any type, but where there's indigenous cultures, okay? In Canada, I know there's a lot. In the United States, there's a lot of places. So you have time out. So you and I have time out, okay? The type of relationship you and I have is a separation, okay? So the vibe I go in connected to you. So you have reflection. My heart will go on. That song, perhaps. But, indigenous. So for some of you, it's indigenous vibes. For some of you, it's really not that. What type of person this is? Buffalo, it's a very sacred animal, okay? It's a symbolism of sacredness. It's symbolism of natural practitioners. It's very sacred for going more natural ways of healing or healers and all that kind of vibe, okay? So this person's energy could be very healing. I also channeled white buffalo. So white buffaloes are even more rarer, or they're more signification. If you see a white buffalo, there's some sayings or there are some legends perhaps about white buffaloes. You could kind of do some researches about. But it's very important. I don't know what the stories are, but I'm really channeling legends around white buffaloes. So it's a legendary person, as it doesn't need to be legendary. It's just a very rare, gentle animal. I'm really channeling snow though, okay? I don't know why. And I also channeled Alpha, the movie. It's about the buffaloes and the first era, or the first times where men started adapting wolves. It's about a young chief's son that gets okay, I'll just say the story because perhaps it's important. It's a person that's like alpha, perhaps. It's like a person that went on journey, or a person that's very connected to its roots, or very down to earth. But it's a person that's very connected to their roots, okay? Overall, just know that, okay? So whichever culture they're in, they're very close to their home, their culture. They're ready to do a lot of stuff. So chief's son, perhaps, or chief's daughter, Pocahontas, perhaps, but it's not about that vibe, okay? So it's alpha movie. It's more genuine as a person. It's a very clean person, okay? It doesn't want to harm anyone. It doesn't want other people to harm it's close people either, okay? So sacred person. Okay, it's a sacred person. I don't know how you see the person, but it's a sacred person. I don't know how you connect with the person. Okay, I might be wrong, but this is more like a camper type of person. It's a nature-loving type of person. Internally, I love nature. Internally, I don't like to harm people. Internally, overall. Okay, we're just talking internal stuff here. What type of person I am? Compassionate, warm-hearted, very pure-hearted overall. But if you do something to me, I can curse you. And my cursing does happen. So if it's more grudge related, or you kind of harm someone very close to me, I will wish you to be harmed the same way that you harmed my precious person. That kind of situation. So if you watch Alpha, it's very legend oriented, okay? So there was a saying that if you kind of like kill the children of buffaloes, because hunters, it's like, well, we're gonna go there. Hunting in indigenous cultures is a very sacred element because they don't like to overkill. They're not really greedy, and they believe in the balance of all the stuff. So whenever they kill something, it's very sacred. They kind of like do rituals so that the buffalo that died was not dead for some reason. It's a sacrifice that it's like the universe. It's like me hunting is a sacred ritual. So hunters were sacredly, whenever they killed an animal, it was a sacred element, because we're not gonna kill many We're just gonna kill enough so that the whole troop or the tribe will eat, and we're gonna use it to the T, as if like nothing goes to waste when they hunt. Okay, so it's that kind of thing. Okay, so there's nothing that goes to waste, and if they are hunting or when they're kind of like wishing for something, it's more to kind of balance the situation out. If I lost something, you need, and you gain something, I wish that you will lose something so that I can gain justice here. That kind of mentality perhaps. But overall, it's more pure intentioned, it's more sacred, and it doesn't take anything for granted. Okay, it's that kind of person internally. I don't take anything for granted. I don't objectify nothing. Okay, everything is divine or everything is sacred for me. That kind of person. Okay, that kind. And if you want to watch Alpha, it's a really good movie. Okay, it could also be connected to the kid, the son of the chief, that kind of gets lost because it's a long journey. So it's a whole journey about becoming, or it's a long journey about fending for itself. So it's a person that's also very experienced in life. Okay, it went through the experience so it can be pure and wise like this. Okay, so that kind. Finally, I'll give you some took me a while to channel that buffalo. So let me give you some clarifiers. We're gonna go with these. So you have February, you have either number 6 or number 9. Okay, so you have 6 or number 9. You have December, you have ice, blue eyes, and you also have number 4. Okay, so this is clarifiers for you. Let me give you some letters also. And you have time out. So we are in separation perhaps, and the type of vibe I go in connected to, it's more like I reflect about the time you and I spent together, or we were together, or it's more reflection work. Okay, so how this person feels when they work with you. Okay, so you have CID, IA, so Cedar Rapids, Iowa. You have LGA, NY. And then you have FLL, so Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Okay, so you have those energies, FF, the letters. Okay, so it could be from countries where they're from to, that's not really important, just focus on the letters that I gave you. Okay, each letter could be their initials. Okay, so we kind of opened the cards, and let me see, I'll just shuffle the cards. So how does this person feel about you? So what's the main situation? You have the Two of Swords. The challenge here is the Ten of Cups. The reason why it's that way is the Two of Cups. With the Ace of Swords. In the initial energy, you have the Three of Cups. The middle section, you have the Ace of Wands. With what? Can I have a physical card? You have the Five of Wands with the Hierophant. And in the near future, you have the 10 of Pentacles and the Temperance card. And there's one more card. I just need to take this. And the King of Cups. Can I have another one? You have the Empress card here. So I really can't go that romantic. Okay, I did say my heart will go on, perhaps, but magic. Can also check the essential tarot perhaps for some of you, because when I have this card and I have essential tarot in the piles, it's the same card, so you can kind of go to that pile perhaps. Time out. On a physical level, how they seem perhaps is that they're indifferent. They're staying away from you perhaps. And they don't give a shit about you perhaps. That's the vibe, okay? But overall, they're reflecting a lot, okay? So the vibe connected to you is more reflection work and magic. It could be good stuff, okay? With this one, it's more pure intentionate. It doesn't wish you bad stuff, okay? So magic. Let's say I wish good things for you, okay? We're gonna go there. The mood they go in is more magic connected to you, okay? So it's more enchantment. It's enchantment, okay? We're not gonna lie. It's enchanted by you and it reflects over the enchantment, but it uses the like, it's well intentioned, okay? It's nothing bad, okay guys? It's really nothing bad. It's just like it's more grounded and head on the ground kind of vibe, okay? Even if there's magic, even if there's enchantment, it's not the vibe of it took the head and it kind of went on its own way. It's like it's kind of like infatuated and all that kind. It's not infatuated energy. It's the heart will go on. So it kind of came into a term of acceptance perhaps. So just know that everything has been accepted. The missed opportunities, if it was missed opportunities, the hurt elements, if there were certain hurt elements, the gossip elements, if there were gossips elements here, all the shit show elements, if they were here, everything is like released. And you know, if it needed to be cursed, everybody already faced their karma at this point. Their karma in the form of it's their destiny kind of thing, okay? So when the person keeps grudge, let's say, it's more justice oriented, okay? So it's more like when people did certain things without consciously being aware what they were doing was bad, what was good. It's like good karma attracts good stuff, right? But bad karma attracts bad karma too. So it's that kind of element with this one, okay? So this one, how they feel overall is that on a physical level, it seems like they're guarding themselves and they're indifferent. They don't know anything and they're not seeing. I didn't see anything. I don't hear anything. I don't know anything. So I don't see, I don't hear, I don't witness. Okay? It's more that vibe. It's more isolated energy for sure. Can you give me something internal with the truth? This is too much. I'm gonna put this back. Give me something more clean. The Queen of Swords is here, okay? Overall, deep down, I'm a pure-hearted person, okay? But on a physical level, I look like a bitch, perhaps. I look like nobody can play with me. I'm very intimidating, okay? So it could be connected to Essential Tarot, and I don't know if Essential Tarot was the one with the spider spirit. It could be connected, okay? But we're not gonna go there. Overall, it's a person that's happy with the whole situation, even if there was a rejection. There's no real element of like being mutual, that kind of stuff. Anyways, on a physical level, it seems okay. I don't see anything, okay? I'm indifferent to everything. It's more an indifferent energy, okay? I'm indifferent of everything connected to you. When it comes to you, when I kind of face you, or when I'm going to face you, let's say, after the separation period, or it's always going to stay separated anyways, I'm always reflecting and I'm always kind of wishing good for everyone, okay? Including you. Overall, you, if it's you and I liked you and, you know, I confessed to you that I liked you, or I kind of was known that I liked you, let's say, or it's known that you're with someone, I'm kind of indifferent to it now, okay? It's all indifference here, okay? It's more accepted, it's more pure-hearted, it's more like nobody owns me anything, I don't own anything to anyone. That kind of vibe, okay? That vibe, that's one. Okay, so my challenge was to be happy with you or without you, or to wish you happiness if you're happy with the person you're with. Okay, as long as you chose this person and it's known to me, and I used to like you, I used to love you, I used to be infatuated with you, there were drama connected to it or there was none, be it you were with me and now you chose another woman or you chose another man, it's all, I don't care about it anymore kind of vibe, okay? But my challenge here is to just be happy with you or without you, or to wish you happiness overall. Why? So is because I'm either happy with someone, okay? I am with someone, and the truth is that I'm happy with that person, or it could also be that the truth is that you're happy with that person, so I will wish you happiness. Or it could also be that I could like you, or I always liked you as an equal partner, and that was my truth, or I didn't tell you the truth. It could be that way. Or it's the Ace of Swords. The truth is perhaps that I liked you, but now in the main situation is more, I know the truth, so I'm kind of like protecting the truth perhaps, or I'm presenting myself to you in the form of, I don't know anything, I don't see anything, I don't hear anything kind of thing, okay? And I'm off limits a bit, okay? So it's more like, I don't want to harm you, okay? Like, I don't want you to harm me so that I don't harm you kind of thing. It's more like cutting the karma, perhaps. Like, whenever I will see you also, I will act like I'm indifferent to you, perhaps. So this one, there's many scenarios. It's either I have made up my mind, or I know that you're happy with somebody else. I know you're married to somebody else. I know you are infatuated with somebody else. Or this is my vibe. I'm married with someone else, or I'm in love with someone else, and I want to show this to you. I want to tell you this, or I'm happy, so I'm indifferent to you, perhaps. But then again, the vibe they go in is reflection and magic. So like, what's this magic connected to? Okay, you have determination and success. So the magic is connected to succeeding, succeeding overall. Okay, so how am I going to succeed in this environment in the best way possible? Okay, be it with you, you're going to be happy with me and I'm going to be happy with you, or be it you're not happy with me, so I need to be happy without you, kind of thing, and I just need to wish you happiness, kind of thing. So that it's the successful element. Things move, evolve and expand so that we can all go on our own ways, kind of thing. Okay, like we release the karma of kind of like conflict and all that kind of gossipy elements, perhaps this one, but this is work related, as it doesn't need to be. Okay, but with the timeout, it's more like we don't see each other. Okay, but it's best kept that way overall. Okay, so the initial energy connected to how I felt about you, it's either I want reconciliation, or there was third party here, or you were kind of like, how I felt is more like I cheated perhaps, or I kind of like went with somebody else, or there's nobody here. Okay, it's just how I feel is that I want to reconcile with you overall. I just want to reconcile so that things will just kind of work their way, or I'm not looking your way that much. Okay, so it's not really reconciliation either. It's not really reconciliation, this one. This one, what type of connection you and I have? This one, you have nature. So, okay, this one overall, it wishes you happiness. Why? Because it's happy with somebody else. Okay, it's happy with somebody else, and they already told you this. So when they're gonna face you again, they're gonna be indifferent to you because they're already taken. Their challenge is to be happy, and that you wish for their own happiness overall. Okay, in the initial energy or in the past, they didn't want to deal with you, and they just wanted to focus on their own happiness. The main situation here connected to how they feel is more to kind of show you other options, help you meet other people. And with the Ace of Wands and the Hermit card, it's more the vibe of you know, I want you to kind of allow yourself other people to love. You don't need to cling on to me that much. Okay, or you don't need to see me as an option. I'm already taken off the list of available candidates. Okay, I'm not available anymore. Okay, and in the near future, it's more like how I feel about you is that I want you to see you happy. I want to kind of like, I still like you. It's not that I don't like you, but for this to succeed, I need you to understand that I'm happy with somebody else. Okay, so overall, it's that vibe. Okay, they wish that you will understand that they're happy now with somebody else, and they don't want to hurt you. They still think about you from time to time, but they wish you good things. Okay, it's not bad things, it's not harmful stuff, it's just good stuff. Okay, so how this person that worked with you or was in a situation with you overall, they will act indifferent to you. They don't see you, you're not here, you're not, I don't hear you, I don't see you, I don't like allow you access to me. I'm not available anymore. Okay, I'm kind of not available. Okay, it's that vibe here. Why so? Because I'm happy with someone. Okay, this one, there is another person involved. So I'm already married, or I have a fiance, or I have a girlfriend overall. Okay, so this is how it is. So I want you to move on from me. And if you know I don't have anyone, then I do like you. But then again, like, it's like, I like you, but then again, my challenge is to be happily married with you. Okay, so this one, if I like you, you're the one I like, and I'm still single, but I'm acting like you're not there. I'm still acting like you're not there, but I always want to give you a try. But then again, I always allow myself to see other options because perhaps you're not serious about relationship. I will still like you overall, and I will always heal overall. But then again, you know, what can I do? If you're not serious, you don't want to get married, you don't look at me as if I'm a proper woman or a proper man, I will tune into those things. Like if I sense that you are single, you want to stay single, what can I do? I'm not gonna force you. And it's like, I'm not the type I'm more pure-hearted, nature-loving, that kind of stuff, okay? Like, my heart will go on, definitely. The heart will go on. The heart is very immense kind of stuff. But then again, for some of you, I have someone, okay? So, I will act like you know I have someone. You have to confirm that. But then again, if there's nobody, then it's still you, perhaps. But then again, it's like it understands, okay? So if you have like single, wishy-washy, ghosting tendencies, you're like a fuck boy or a fuck girl, overall, it's more like when you're there, I'll act like I don't see you. I'll act like I'm not available. Because then again, if you're not serious, then what's the point of being in a relationship with you when it's really not what you're seeking for? So it's that vibe overall. But it wants to offer you something, but then again, it's kind of looking at its other options because it's pure-hearted overall. And there might have been a lot of shit show here, okay? There's a lot of like ghosting and drama and other people meddling in stuff. You will know if it's that kind of situation, okay? You'll know it. That's it, okay? So this one overall, it's like there's someone who genuinely cares about you, but then again, they want to succeed. Okay, so the best outcome for me is if I need to succeed in life and I don't want to harm anyone, then I don't want to harm you either, because it's like, it's wise energy. It has experience, it understands, okay? So if you're not ready for a relationship, you don't want to get married, you don't want a serious relationship, or you don't love me like I love you, and I'm kind of being a hindrance here, I will just, whenever I will see you, I'll just act like you're not there. So that you feel more comfortable. That kind. I feel comfortable either or. I'm not harming you. I'm not being a hindrance. I'm not being a burden there. I'm not talking to you and like making you seem like it's a burden for you to talk back to me. You know, it's a bit that vibe. It's like sometimes you know it's a burden when you know someone loves you and you don't love them equally as much, right? You feel awkward when they talk with you. So for me to not make you feel uncomfortable, I'll just not talk to you. That kind of element. I'll not be boring. I'll not humiliate myself. And I'll not allow you to get humiliated either. So it's more respectful, keeping the integrity proper, accepting everything as it is. That kind. And if I'm already taken with someone, I love that person, then I'm gonna, you know, I'm not gonna cause the vibe there. You know, it's not fun. Anyways, it's not fun, it's not comfortable, it's toxic somehow. It's like weird. It's like you don't feel the flow. Why waste time on that, you know? That kind. So I kind of wish you good happiness. I wish myself happiness, and that's it, okay? So it's that kind of vibe. Anyways, pile 5. It could be connected to pile 2 or pile 3. Essential Tarot, or there's another one I kind of mentioned, the Rider Tarot. So it could be several piles that are connected to it. And the timing will be for whichever reason. Okay, so hope it resonated. I hope it gave you some insight, and that's it. See you guys later on my channel. Bye.